3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the show!
We got Teslas, we got Teslas, we got embryos, in your embryos. What's the word for this word? Is it a mission? Is it a chemistry? Is it chemistry? Is it chemistry? I don't know, we got bitcoins. Bitcoins.
That was...
Yeah.
I don't want to redo it, but that'll do.
Here in my good.
Welcome to Trend Settings episode 53. We are group settings. This is Trend Settings. We're live on Facebook. It's the first week. I'm not tired in like 4 weeks. I'm buzzing. Yechan's on the pre-workout. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Thumbs up.
Das is good, yeah.
I'm Yechan.
We're live. Not yet.
No,
We're live on Facebook. We go live at 8 o'clock or a little bit past 8 every time.
But they don't know who we are yet.
We'll get there.
All right.
Far out. Who's hosting?
He's Yechan.
I'm Yechan.
We got 4 topics, but before we get to that, this is Trend Settings. Subscribe to Group Settings though, because that's the channel where Trend Settings is broadcasted from. We do this every week at 8 o'clock live on Facebook or later on YouTube. Or if you want to listen to it on the podcast app, go for that. I'm Ali.
I'm Yechan. I'm Chris.
Jono.
You did it out of order. Encore.
All right.
It's probably a good thing to get that out of the way though, because people might think that's Kim Jong-un.
That I'm Yechan. Right. Not this week.
Okay.
Good one, Jono.
We have 4 topics this week.
Thanks.
Crazy, right? Topic 1. Tesla Model 3. Is it what it says it is? Topic 2. Embryo editing. How do you do that?
I want to know.
Topic number 3.
How you do that?
The world's funniest word. It's not what you think it is. Topic 4. Bitcoin to Bitcash.
Whoa.
What?
What?
Bitcoin Cash.
Can I have a bit of your cash?
A bit of hush.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So Tesla Model 3.
Let's
Tell us
get
about
right
it,
into
Yechan.
it, guys. So this week, what happened? I hear you ask.
What
did
happened?
happen?
Tesla,
I like that company.
the big
Nikola.
company.
Nikola Tesla.
Elon Tesla.
He's a scientist.
No, okay.
Nikolai Musk.
Elon Musk is a scientist.
Elon Tesla Musk.
Is it?
Elon Musk handed over the very first fleet of the new Model 3.
Right.
What is Model 3, I hear you ask?
Is it the third Tesla?
No, it's actually the 4th Tesla.
Oh.
Because they made the Roadster, then the Model S, then the Model X, now the Model 3.
Weird names.
Wow. Very strange names, but they spell out sexy. So Tesla Model 3 has been the highly anticipated, affordable vehicle that Tesla is making. One thing that I didn't know about before that I found was Elon Musk shared his, I think it must have been like in his private journal or something, like his master plan. It's called Elon's master plan, which is build a cool supercar. And it literally says, use that money to build a less expensive supercar. Use that money to build a less expensive car. So this is step 3 of his master plan.
There is nothing about Mars in that plan.
This is just for Tesla, not for SpaceX.
I think it all goes together though, right?
He's a
Maybe,
genius.
maybe.
He's able to
He's getting there.
micromanage.
He's getting there.
You got to drive on Mars too.
So Tesla is now building Model 3. So this is the affordable Tesla. In the US, I believe they're between $45,000 to about $50,000. In Australia, rumoured to be around the 60k mark driveway, which is not a cheap car, but it's affordable.
I was hoping it was going to be more affordable. You know?
Okay.
Could you talk
Do you
to...
want me to have a chat to Elon?
Please.
Okay, I will do.
Maybe you can use the money from this one to build
To
an even more
even
affordable
cheaper.
one.
I would like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
So I didn't hear, how much is this newest one?
In the States, between 40 to about 50,000.
Oh wow.
So it's like 60k here.
They get a 10 grand
Depends on the state, doesn't
cashback
it?
thing.
I think in California you do, yeah.
For what?
For having an electric car.
Oh,
Keen.
So it's like
Yeah.
10 grand cheaper for
that's
someone.
pretty smart.
It is smart.
Do we
because
have something like that?
No, we got nothing.
Because we
You,
stuff the
you
environment.
get a
right?
luxury tax on this one.
We frack the environment, right?
Because of the
Frack it
price,
up.
it's a luxury car, so it's a tax extra.
As soon as it goes over 70 grand, you pay 30% extra on every car
You're
sold
the
in
salesman, man.
New South Wales. It's ridiculous. That's a lot of money. Anyways, so they had a big event
Nice.
because it was very highly anticipated. They had the launch probably about a year ago. Elon Musk is known for one thing and one thing only:
Tesla.
over promising and under delivering. So,
What about Mars?
what about Mars? I love how he's like, yeah, we're gonna go to Mars. When? Like probably 20 years.
Look.
Probably.
Didn't you say next year?
It is like the one
Definitely
thing
not
that
next year.
yeah, definitely not. It's one thing that people are drawn to him because of it, because he makes things sound so easy. Yeah, we'll go to Mars. We'll get there. We're gonna live there. But I think the plan in his head and real world sometimes don't quite.
I've watched about
Match
6
up.
hours of live streaming rockets. And he is getting progress
He
because
is
those
getting
are
there.
going up and down. I'm
Yeah.
literally watching them go up and down. And it sounds boring, I know.
Where
but
can I tune in?
it's like a game show. There's like a crowd watching that's like, yeah, and you're like, yeah, he landed it again.
But it's replays of successful launches.
Is it?
They don't show you the
They're
crashes.
all happening all
I
at
thought it was
once.
live. It said live stream. I assumed it was live.
You thought they were launching that many rockets all at once?
You know,
the same one going
he's
up
going
and
to
down,
Mars.
you
He's
know?
going to Mars.
People bought tickets. You want to launch as many rockets as you can for it.
I guess.
So they've sold a lot of these cars.
Nice.
How many exact? Jono will have the answer to this.
400,000, I think.
400,000 pre-orders.
Oh, so they're not out there on the street.
They're not out there on the street. So
Oh.
as of right now, there are 40 Model 3s on the streets driving around in California.
No.
Why so few?
Because that's the one they
That's
just
how many
released.
they made.
Well, if they released it, shouldn't there be more?
Shouldn't there be
That
like
was what
10
the
in
event
every
was. That was the
showroom?
first 40.
Remember the
Come on.
So
Keep
isn't
up
there
with the
40
story.
on the...
There's 40. There's
said.
40
You said
cars.
3.
No, he said 40.
The Model 3.
Oh, okay.
43s.
There's
I thought I was
40
more awake
Model
this week. I guess I was
3s.
wrong.
So yeah, a little bit about the car. It's a small
Car.
sedan, I guess. It looks like a hatchback, but it isn't a hatchback. It's got
Oi.
a normal.
You're missing the best part. The door handles come out of the car.
The door handles do
That's
come out
always
of the
been
car.
that, yeah.
Thanks,
Wait,
Chris.
What?
So
Not like the Model S though, Ali.
none of these things really work. But the door
Use your words.
handles are flush
Yeah.
with the hair, and when you unlock the car, they go like zoop and
They
come
stick
out.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
The Model S and the X have it as well, which is kind of cool. The range is 350 miles,
That's a lot.
which is a lot. On
That's
a
normal
single
car.
charge,
That's
yeah,
like-
that's like a full tank of fuel.
500
right.
kilometers.
That's for the low range models. So at the moment, there's
That's
two
how much I
models.
get on my car. Like
There's a standard model which does about that range, and then there's a long range model which has a slightly bigger battery, and that does about an extra 70 miles.
How long to charge it?
So on a normal charger, it's okay. Let me get this right. You get 30 miles of range for every hour of charge.
That's not a lot.
So you'd have to charge it on like a normal plug. You'd have to charge it for about 10 hours, I guess, to get a full charge, which is overnight.
But
overnight.
everyone gets special plugs for it in their garage, though, right?
So if you get a Tesla home put into your house, or you go to one of the superchargers, you can get, let me get this right, 80% of the charge in half an hour,
Whoa.
which is very quick.
Does that reduce battery life?
I don't think
Fast
so.
charging it? Because some other things you can fast charge, but it reduces the battery
I
life.
wouldn't think so, but
The
all
batteries
Tesla
are
cars
expensive.
do come with the battery warranty. So they are,
right.
yeah, they do come with, I think, 5-year warranty on the batteries.
So they'll. Okay. So if something goes wrong within
They'll
5 years,
replace
they'll
it,
replace
yeah.
Right.
Or I
But
guess if your range is dramatically reduced, then they'll replace it for you.
the lifetime on batteries is probably like 10 years, right?
Mm.
On these batteries. Because that's
Depending on
similar
how-
to their
depending on how many
their home
cycles,
ones
yeah.
are about 10 years.
Yeah.
Are they saying they're all infinite or whatever? I feel like I keep reading
Definitely
that.
not
No,
infinite.
batteries.
They keep saying they'll last forever with a star on top of the forever.
Yeah.
But Tesla
what I
takes care of you, right?
Yeah, what's replacing
That's
a
I
battery
don't
like
think
on a
they
Tesla?
take care of you 10 years later, and that's actually a good question. I wonder how much it costs to.
It's 'cause
get
it'd
a new
be-
battery
it'd be
put in.
significant.
It would be expensive.
I thought that one of the things was like awesome customer service and like they'll take care of you if your battery stuff
Yeah,
up.
you bring them money and I'm sure they'll take care
Yeah.
of you. They can't give batteries away free. That's a significant cost.
It's
of
like
the,
80% of
actual
it,
car.
isn't it? Like a crazy amount of the actual
I
price
don't
of the
think
car is
I'm
the
not
battery.
sure.
I don't think
I've got
it'd be
a
80%,
I've got a
but it is
bone
lot.
I've got a
It
bone
is
to
a
pick
lot.
about this whole Tesla customer service. Okay, so a lot of people, they say, oh, buying a Tesla is the best experience ever because you walk into the store unlike buying other cars, you don't negotiate. You don't have a salesman trying to sell you something.
Do you use an app?
Like me, because I am a car salesman.
Yeah.
All you do is you walk into the store.
I see why he has a problem.
No, I do, but I want you guys to hear my side of the story.
Okay.
You walk into the store like an Apple store. You spec out your car. You place the order. They take your deposit. Done. Right?
Like a shop.
Like a shop. Now, there's a reason why this is the case, because there's no dealers, so no one's buying the cars from Tesla to resell. Tesla is selling them directly. Just like if you're buying an iPhone at the Apple store,
or a lettuce,
or a Windows Surface at a Windows store, or a lettuce at Coles.
Yep.
But there's a recommended retail price, right?
Yeah.
If you walked into any car dealership and you wanted to buy a car for the recommended retail price, I guarantee you will have just as an easy experience buying a car than you would at Tesla. The problem is you walk into a dealership and you want to haggle because you know you can.
You want to get it below the RRP.
So really your whole bad experience of buying a car from a dealership is caused by you.
Nah, don't be jealous just because they got it figured out.
Well, basically, they control every store. They can say there's no discounts. Take it or leave it.
They don't have dealers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they just got it going on. They're
It's a store.
They're doing their thing.
They're doing it right.
So that's their model.
Why are there so many pre-orders? Why they're just giving everyone cars?
Because they can't make enough, right?
They needed the pre-orders to cover the cost of paying for a gigantic factory.
Yeah. So one thing,
putting out cars, which is why they keep making a loss. It made what was $500 billion, 500 million, 400 million.
So one thing Tesla is building with the Model 3. So the 40 cars that are there, they were actually built in the same factory that the Model S's are built in. In the future, all the Model 3s are going to be built in the new factory, which is called the Gigafactory.
What country is it in?
America. I don't know. America.
Ghana.
America.
Pretty sure it's America.
That's pretty groundbreaking. Is that why
Arizona?
they're operating the loss? Because it's so expensive?
Yes, Arizona.
It's probably all automated, so I doubt it's cheaper to go somewhere else.
But it is said to be the
building batteries.
biggest battery producing factory in the world.
Oh,
yeah,
naturally.
Is that part of the Gigafactory, or is that was next to the big Gigafactory?
I think it's part of it.
Okay.
So they build the batteries there, then they build the cars there,
and
they're gonna pump them out.
But so that hasn't come online yet.
Not yet.
So after these 40 cars, is there more coming off?
There is more coming because there's 400,000 pre-orders. The question is, when will these cars be delivered? Going by Elon's track record is going to be a long time. Because he has a track record of over-promising and under-delivering.
You're so butthurt about Elon.
To give you guys an idea...
Why do you hate him so much?
To give you guys an idea, that people pre-ordered the Tesla Roadster, their very first car. Elon said, you will have this car on this date. Guess how long after that date people got their cars?
20 years.
2 weeks.
1 year.
3.5 years.
Wow, it's a lot.
After the promised date, he delivered the first one. The last one was delivered close to 4.5 years after the promised date.
Wow.
So it got further behind.
That's when the first one was delivered, and then obviously he was building them as they went.
Right, okay.
Was he building them in his car?
They had a very small team.
It seems like they got one guy just screwing things in.
At the time, they probably had a team of like 50 to 100 people. So it wasn't a big factory.
You have new panels, you have a completely new engine, completely new drivetrain, chassis. You have to build machines to build them.
The Roadster was based on a Lotus. So they basically bought the shell from Lotus, but they had to cut it, extend the wheelbase, and then build it from scratch.
And he would have started taking pre-orders before they actually finished designing and the thing to build
while it was still a concept.
Because you need to do that in order to get money, pre-order money, and investors.
That's right, yeah.
So technically he's crowdsourcing.
Yeah,
but he's just not doing it through a Kickstarter.
Every business does, because you need investors, and you need to convince those investors that lots of people are going to be interested, right?
Because that's the classic crowdsourcing story: is everyone's paid the money already, but they take 4 years after.
That's right, yeah.
The thing. And everyone gets angry at them because they promised them something before.
Crowdsourcing is not actually different from how people have always done it. It's just that it made it so that smaller investors could do it, what bigger investors have always done.
The good thing is his time frame is getting better. So the Model S, the famous Tesla, 2 years after promised date. Model X, 1 year after promised date. And Model 3 is pretty much on track. So as long as the Gigafactory can be finished on time, they'll be able to start pumping cars out at a very fast rate.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that no one seems to care. They're just like, people love their Teslas. and want to get a Tesla.
I assume people factor it in when he says stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think now people have realized.
It's all about convincing the investors, okay, it is going to work, or that we are going to do this, or whatever. So as long as he can keep convincing them, as long as they're happy to give him...
Yeah, and when he says, yeah, Tesla Model 3, woo! People are like, yeah, it's good.
That's right,
okay,
yeah.
thanks, mate.
Every engineering project, you should always add time and add money. It's like
definitely.
a factor of 2 almost, from what you would assume it should take to what it actually does. Every project. He probably just doesn't take that factor.
I don't think so.
He probably goes on what...
And from...
He goes on
This
the
is if
pump
every
factor.
problem gets solved immediately, if there's no things that we can't figure out a solution to, it'll be done by this.
I like that.
And if you the Elon Musk biography is really interesting because it goes through every company that he's worked for and his style. And his style is to set unreachable deadlines and just tell people to make it work. And that's sort of his... So he'll go out on a press conference and say, you will have the Model 3 at this date. And all his employees are like, what?
That's
like it's not even
worst.
ready.
It's like the worst person
Sounds like
to
a
work
bad
for.
boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... And you know what? At the handover event, so most of the 40 people that got the Model 3s were employees who had placed the order. So it's sort of within the company. And all the employees were at the event. And Elon got up and said, we are going to go from doing what we're doing now to a production hell in the next year. So he said, welcome to hell, everyone. Like, those were his exact words.
Is that good or bad?
As in, like, we've got 400,000 people waiting for their cars that we need to build.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
good luck to everybody who works for Elon.
Over 100,000 a year from nothing.
It's a lot of cars. And, I mean, that's how many orders they have now. They're still getting orders. 1,300 a day. Like, that's a lot of cars they need to build.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Good on him.
Saving the world.
Yeah, it's probably the least Elon thing that I'm excited about.
Maybe.
Get me one of those tunnels
Electric
in Sydney. I'll
cars are
friggin'
good.
fly through it.
If they're not if they're powered by like a coal-fired power station, and there's all the energy of mining the stuff that goes into the batteries and moving all those resources
what
around.
powers the factories to build those cars?
Yeah,
These power plugs.
Get back to the solar cities. That's what we actually need. Solar panels. Is there anything more to say on
They're
that?
better than petrol
I
cars.
have a question for you guys. Would you guys consider buying an electric car to use in Sydney?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
I saw that McDonald's had a charge station, so yes.
They've got amazing torque.
I would
They've got torque like all the way
They are
up.
phenomenally
They're
fast.
Great off the line.
What does torque mean?
It's like the oomph in your car.
Like
It's the feeling of it like pushing you
Because-
as soon as you
Right.
start. That's
Yeah,
the torque. You know how
because-
some cars start
like
real
resistance
slow?
to change, kind of.
Yeah, because they're electric, like the motors drive the wheels themselves. There's no transmission, so there's no gears in these cars.
There's no delay.
Yeah, so you know when you're in first gear, really high revs, as soon as you put your foot down, the car just launches forward.
Yeah.
It's like that all the time.
Ah.
So at any given time you put your foot down, it will just fly
So
forward.
there's no give and take. It's just like
It's just
on
boom.
or off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electric motors have a different relation between torque and like RPMs. So it can have full torque from 0 RPM,
Anytime, yeah.
like straight away.
It'll just go.
Australia's still kind of far behind the rest of the world.
We have like no charging
Being
stations.
green ready.
Yeah, so
McDonald's does.
we don't have enough charging stations. There's no government subsidy or any incentive from the government to buy an electric car.
Yeah.
And electric prices are one of the highest in the world. And I think South Australia has the highest electricity prices in the world. Out of everywhere.
He's fixing that, isn't he? Isn't he giving them a giant battery or something?
Yeah, which is supposed to help.
Did he actually do it? He said
no,
something.
he promised
he said in like 100 days or
he said something like,
we'll pay for it. Or
if
it'll be free.
you leave it up to me, I'll fix your problem in 100 days. He says something like that, but I don't know if they actually gave him the opportunity to fix it.
No, I think they signed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they're doing it.
There we
And he
go.
gave him some sort of deal. If we don't do it within this time frame, you won't pay anything.
Remember, he overpromises.
But
But we won't pay anything.
electric cars are better for the environment than my diesel car or my petrol car, right?
After a certain amount of time,
It's debatable.
running, yes. And it depends on where the electricity comes from,
My house.
which is from coal.
Can you just answer my question?
The answer is it's
They
complicated.
have higher carbon costs in the production phase. So it takes time for you to pay off that carbon cost.
It's debatable.
They're not better immediately.
It's math.
But it is getting better, and the amount of batteries should be going up. So hopefully,
I'm-
economies of scale works.
I'm sure
carbon
Elon's
as well.
working on making his factories not use like coal-powered things.
Most countries are working
right?
on that, other than Australia.
He's got a whole
So-
city full of solar panels.
I'm sad now.
Nice.